Alright, so Chelsea spent $500 million this summer and have made absolutely zero progress. Like, we could have cured cancer with their transfer budget, but instead, we gotta watch Nick Jackson miss open goals every Saturday. So today, we're gonna take over and actually make some smart signings, not just buy every young player in existence, you feel me? I got the team set up right now in a hybrid 4-3-3, Sterling, Jackson, Madueke attack, Nkunku, Fernandes, Caicedo in the middle, Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Disasi and Reece backline, and big dog Robert Sanchez in goal. Before the signings though, some new features real quick. They got some tactical setups for you now, but I'm too stupid to do this, bro. Give me the standard. And they added some assistant coaches too, but most of them are trash. Like, Patrick, how are you an expert, man? Like, this gotta be some nepotism. But now onto the transfers, and first priority is the right wing. Like, Madueke, you're cool. You're better than me, but come on now. More quality was needed, and for that, I got in the 25-year-old Argentinian Nico Gonzalez with 41 mil. Next up, I wanted a new CB. Axel Disasi is garbage in-game and in real life. 49 pace is disgraceful, so I snapped up the very talented Edmund Tapsoba from Leverkusen for a cool price, 43 mil. And lastly, I targeted a backup CDM as they just fully disrespected Romeo Lavia, like 73. Can't be having that, man. Salim Abdul Samed came in, he's 78 overall and pretty good price as well, 26 mil. We started off the season tough at Liverpool, but after that, we had a pretty smooth stretch of games, and after the first 10, we were actually sitting in 5th place. It didn't last, however, as we got thoroughly eviscerated in November. Spurs, Man City, and the Saudis killed us 3 games in a row, and at the halfway point, we dropped all the way to 10th. Also, they added this new tactical view thing, which is pretty cool. I mean, the manager view is useless. 60% of your vision is blocked, but spectator view is alright. You can just chill for a bit. But yeah, luckily end of the season, we put together a good run of games to save ourselves from crucifixion, and we ended up qualifying for Europe in a cool 6th. Checking out the signings, first up was Tapsoba, undisputed starter, 37 games played, 1 goal as well, and 1 up 1 to 82. Then we got our little backup DM, Abdul Samed, didn't play too much, only 10, got a goal and 1 up to 1 to 79. But our star signing of the summer, Nico Gonzalez, came through, 47 games played, 23 goals, 7 assists, up 2 to 83, absolute gem. He led the overall squad in goals. Then Nick Jackson was great as well, 20 and 1, Sterling nice season, 20 and 5, Nkunku as well, 16-14. And here's the squad in the season 1, pretty satisfied with the performance so far, definitely better than real life, but still a lot of work to do. First signing I decided to make was a new left-sided center back. Thiago Silva unfortunately hung up his boots, so the trash can Disasi was back in full flow. And yeah, I'm not with that, so I got in a big boy, Presnel Kimpembe for 45 mil. Next I wanted a new goalkeeper, as while Sanchez is solid, I feel like we need a world beater to get to the next level. So I went to Spain and got the 23-year-old Georgi Mamardashvili for a pretty big fee, 48 mil. Then finally, we just didn't have a backup cam, so I bought in an intriguing youngster, Fabian Rieder, for a slight little 21 mil. Our first 10 games went pretty well once again, without Liverpool bending us over this time, as we were in 5th place for the 2nd season in a row. And this time around we were able to maintain the solid position, getting decent results at both Manchester clubs, and halfway through the season we were still 5th and only a point away from top 4. We'd also made it to the League Cup final, and after a tense first half against Man City, Nicholas Jackson was the hero of the day and got us our first trophy of the career. But in the Europa League, after a pretty smooth sailing journey through the first couple of rounds, we drew Arsenal in the semis, and unfortunately they clipped us by the 1 goal. We did end up finishing 4th in the league though, getting that elusive and crucial CL spot for season 3, beautiful to see. First signing to check out was goalie Georgie, 62 games played, 0 goals, 0 assists obviously, 1 up 1 to 83, solid signing. Next we got the big man Kimpembe, 53 games played, 0 goals, 1 assist, didn't go up though, static at 84. But the big surprise of the season was Fabian Rieder, 27 games played, 7 goals, 4 assists, like he played a big role. And Nico Gonzalez, man, was the star of the season once again, 30 goals, 10 assists. Jackson also great, 27-5, Sterling 21-6, Nkunku 9-12. In the FA Cup we got upset in the quarters by Crystal Palace 3-1, and here's the squad in the season 2, decent progress in the league, won a trophy as well, but now it's time to start challenging for the big ones. And to get those big ones, you need to make big moves. Nicholas Jackson, you've been very good, but it's time. He just wasn't at that world-class level, so I went and made a massive statement. Dusan Vlahovic for a disgusting 106.5 mil. After that, I zeroed in on getting a backup left back, as Maatsen just really hadn't developed as I hoped he would. So for that, I got in the rapid Anthony Robinson for a much cheaper 15 mil. And then for the final signing, I needed a new backup goalie because both Sanchez and Kepa got mad and left for playtime. time, and the man to fill that need was a nice low-key signing, Origene Mooric for 13 mil. It wasn't the best start to the season, you know. West Ham away and Man City both gave us some trouble, and after the first 10 we were below expectations, only in 7th. Champions League went better as we drew a lob of a group and proceeded to destroy everybody, finishing top. Halfway through the season we had recovered back to 5th, but even after some more good results, the title race was pretty much out of our reach now. However, we did snag a chance for silverware in the form of the FA Cup, and against Man City again we showed out with Sterling getting an early goal to put his old team to the sword. In the league we ended up finishing 3rd, CL qualification once again, and honestly pretty close to the title, not quite there though. Backup goalie Muric didn't play any games, Georgie played every game once again, an Iron Man for real. Robinson got some more play though, 12 games, 1 assist, but I know what you want to see, the big man Dusan Vlahovic, and honestly he didn't really go crazy. Like 26-4 is alright, but you know I was expecting like 35-40. He was still our leading scorer overall though. Then Nico Gonzalez amazing again, 23-8, Nkunku 21-12, great stuff, Sterling 18-12. Champions League we did alright after the groups, got to the quarters, but PSG got us 3-1. And here's the squad end of season 3. We got some absolute killers in here, man. Nico Gonzalez 88, but hey, gotta work on that depth to try to win the league. Alright man, Edmund Tapsoba, it's been a great 3 years with you, but like looking at the rest of the squad, you're a little lacking. And it's the last season, you know, so I just decided to spend, man. Fikayo Tomori came back to West London for a whopping 85 mil. Next I decided on a backup midfielder to cover all types of positions, and for that I got in a very good player, Jetson Fernandez, for another sizable chunk of money, 43 mil. And finally, for the final signing of this video, I wanted a backup left winger, so I went and snagged the exciting Igor Paixão for a cool 36 mil. This season we were on a mission, man, gunning for that league title, and after demolishing our first couple opponents we were sitting 2nd after the first 10 games, and yeah, we just continued that trajectory, man. Like we rocked Man City, socked Tottenham, and halfway through we were there at the summit, tied for 1st. The Champions League knockouts didn't go as well, however, as while we did make it past a couple teams, we met Bayern in the semis and they were too much for us. But domestically we were not to be stopped as we swept aside our European shortcomings and climbed to the pinnacle of England. We'll look at the backups first. Once again, Jetson Fernandez put in a shift, 19 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, 101 to 83. Same thing pretty much for Igor, 15 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, didn't grow, but that's cool. And then our big defender Fikayo Tomori was a stalwart, 59 games played, 3 goals, 1 assist, great signing. Overall squad this time, Vlahovic staked his claim as a superstar, 33 goals, 10 assists, Sterling did well once again, 24-7, Nico great, 23-9, and Enzo big season, 11-15. We also made the FA Cup final again, but lost this time, so no domestic double, whatever. And here's the final squad. It's just gleaming with talent, dog. Like look at it, multiple 90s. Shout out Nico Gonzalez, outgrowing his expectations by a landslide. And yeah, that's gonna be about it. Really love the progression of this one, you know. Also found some hidden gems for y'all early on into the game, so that's nice. The new game is also pretty solid, man. Gameplay is great and smooth. It also runs faster, so but yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did, comment, share, all that, and I'll see you in the next one.